Hello, hello. Salut. Good evening. Let's see who's here. Yoda. Yeah, Yoda. Not sure how I'm going to show you this. Hang on, let me get the yoke cam on. It's hard to see, isn't it? There's a picture on our YouTube, on a Discord in the Pilot's Lounge. It's got a spoiler cover over it. There's a huge bird strike on the KLM aircraft. Could be Embraer. Have a look, and then you see what we mean. Thomas, hello to you. Ghost, hello to you. Aviamar, hello to you. And we have Gaby in the house as well. Lisa, hello. Here, say hello. Mark, hello. Ghost, what are you up to?
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm worried.
Welcome aboard the
Dave, hello. Alex, hello. Easy, hello.
Experience.
Chris Scott, hello to you. And El Guapo, hello. Tom, hello. Lilienthal, nice to see you. Umur, hello. Vectoron, Grüße nach Wien. Servus.
Just two, but many hundreds will follow.
Thank you so much. Oh, that's kind.
Beloved.
Toby, thank you so much for the 2 months. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Welcome. What? That was ages ago? Oh, jeez. Like, seriously. Oh, I'm getting trolled by Instagram so often these days. I thought that was a brand new incident. Right. Let's see. Wes Wheel, hello to you. Tuxu, hello. Todd, hello. Chain Reactor, nice to see you guys. Merit, hello to you as well. Yeah. So, first off, on a very sad note, the UPS crash in Jacksonville. Is it Jacksonville? Man, I've sorry for I think it was Jacksonville, right? Yeah, very, very shocking to see. And again, I've said it so many times. Louisville, not Jacksonville. Louisville. Thank you much. So, one thing I've said many times. Having looked at the last, several crashes, that it's unbelievable how many of these are being filmed. So there's so many dash cams, airport cameras, people, aircraft spotters, you name it. You get these video recordings from all angles, and it's. I don't know. I feel sick to my stomach when I see that, because I am at that moment. I get like 2 pictures. The first one is I see myself in the pilot seat. I'm feeling that struggle, the panic, and then it's hard to describe that feeling, because I've had dreams, nightmares from time to time where I have that feeling. I have a feeling where I'm fighting with the aircraft, but realizing there's no more I can do. And just accept the fact that, yes, you're going to die now. It's a horror. I get goosebumps again. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. So when I see that, I am just so shocked. I'm saddened. And then the second thought is families, friends, right? And that's always, I don't know. It's just so sad. And then you guys know I talk about it a lot on my Discord, although I try to refrain from repeating myself, but I'm just getting so sick of these people, these influencers who just can't wait, not even one day. No, they have to get a video out to feed on that sensationalism, to feed on the clicks and reap in that money. It just makes me so sick. Well, I feel that. I feel the horror. I feel the sadness. I feel, I don't know. It's just. But we'll leave it at that. But yes, I'm truly, truly sorry, and my heart goes out to all the families, friends of the victims. And yeah, just as Captain Joe said, the biggest form of respect you can pay is just to keep quiet and send your prayers and your thoughts. And that's all there is to say to it. Yeah. All right, guys. Sajil, nice to see you, and Peter, hello to you as well. Right. So sorry for the kind of sad start, but I knew that people were going to ask questions at some point. So you've got my take on this. Now I just ask everyone just to let the professionals do their job, i.e., they will you know, they will take the evidence, they read out the black boxes, and then they, as professionals, they will come out with the final verdict and the final results on what exactly happened. And then, and again, the main thing is, they're not going to put blame. This is not about putting blame and pointing fingers. Even if anyone made a mistake, it's not about finger pointing. It is about making sure whatever happened is that it's not going to happen again. That's the reason why they're doing these investigations, and then we all try to learn from it so that these horrible accidents don't happen in the future. Okay, that's all I'm going to say to this, guys. Once again, sorry for the kind of tough start here, but yeah, it is, as you can expect, these kind of things to be, yeah, something emotional for me, for sure. Anyways, today we are going to do 2 flights, and we are flying flights today. Where's our button? Here we go. Flights today. So we're flying the latest version Zibo mod, because Bruno said, oops. Yeah, you still have to get used to the stream. Yeah, the face cam. Yeah, me too. Although I like it. I mean, I just feel, I don't know what it is. I mean, even though I can't see, well, I see you chatting, right? But of course now you can see me. But for some reason, even though, again, you know, you don't have a face cam and I can't see you, but it is, for some reason, it has become more personal, right? So liberated. Exactly, right. Thomas, thank you so much. Yeah, so Bruno said to me that the latest Zibo mod has had a flight model update regarding, so 4.0501. So apparently it is now better in the flight controls. So we're going to try that today. And then, yeah, and then we're going to do the 777 flight. Hey, Dave, exactly, 12.3 in X-Plane 12. Isn't 12.3 now in stable? Oh, you're joking. Why is there I downloaded it from the... Hang on, why is that? I thought that was the latest. I downloaded it from the xplane.to site, because normally that's the latest one normally. Hello, oh, you're flying along. Is that the surprise? Hang on. Hello, where are you? Left. Ah, there we are. Yeah. I see. Hang on, let me go to tire view. There we go. Ghost, is that you? Oh, right. Okay, right is then the 777. Nice. Is that the flight vector? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're gonna try. I was hoping that this would be the latest, but I thought the other one is you. Then you're flying along as well. Okay. Yeah. I thought TO had the latest versions. And then you have to update the views as well. Does anyone have a link, please, to Google Drive? Let me see if I can find it. I have a fast internet, so the download shouldn't take too long. Hey, Chronic Gaming. I've been streaming for about 10 days now with Facecam. How come you never... So you haven't been in for a while? Oh, thank you, Tyson. Thank you so much. Hang on, let me just get that link. Tyson, thank you so much. Okay, so that's going to be the full version. Although I mean, do I need the full version? I mean, 4.0.5. If I just need the update, right?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served.
So it's not much. It's
Hello, Queenstown. That's gonna be fun.
yeah, Tess. So I have currently the 4.0501. So then I should just be able to pop in the 0505, right? Can I not? Okay, but I don't have to do I don't have to do 04, 03 and so on. It's just 05 on top of this, right? Hey, Chronic Game. Yeah, nice to see you too. Okay, thank you much. All right, we'll do that. It's going to take 2 seconds, guys. It's not going to take very long. So let me go open that just to get the files done here. I'm going to go explain. Oh yeah, and yeah, I'm going to save my camera file.
Now that's how pros.
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, you guys want to see the update, right? And I do as well. Okay, so while I'm doing that, let me tell you that tomorrow, guys, Friday, we're going to start. What time did I say we're going to start? Let me just have a look here, schedule. So tomorrow will be a YouTube members and Twitch subscribers just chatting stream again. And the idea is... oh, I didn't put a time in there. Yeah, let me check. So the idea is to do a subscriber and a YouTube member stream, just chatting. But yeah, MK trying. Are you sure that I can't? Mark, that I can't. Just copy the file over? Oh, really? Oh, because CG shift. Okay. Yeah, all right. But that shouldn't take too long either way. So it's going to be 17 to 19 UTC. So 17 UTC. Yeah, exactly. So 17 to 1900 UTC will be the German language. And then the English will be from 19 to 2100. And it's going to give you yeah, okay, that's understood. The views are affected. Okay, right. So guys, we are going to give you the opportunity to then, you know, just post questions again. Maybe you know, questions I've missed in the streams, because the last couple of streams have been very very busy. So I do apologize for missing, you know, some questions that people have asked, and so I do want to give the members and the subscribers the opportunity to post the questions there. And I've also prepared a little kind of file where I'll explain something about certain human factors, and I'm going to relate that to real world examples that I've gone through. So that should be quite interesting. And it's also interesting for people that have a PPL, for example, because they will suffer if they're not careful from the same kind of you know, human factor influences. So that could be interesting as well for them. And Caleb, hello to you. And trust me, the second example is going to be quite chilling. It has quite an interesting twist to it. So let's do that. So that looks like it is. It is the new the new file, right? So let me save that.
Cameras saved.
Right, understood. Then we'll have the overhead. Do that.
Cameras saved.
Right.
Cameras saved.
Howard, hello to you. Actually, let's go back again a bit. Right, and then camera saved.
Cameras saved.
Yeah, exactly. Seems like it. Only the Z-axis was moved afterwards, right? So it's not too bad.
Cameras saved.
So that's not too bad. But somebody was saying that that way they moved the center of gravity. So they did something to the whole alignment of the aircraft.
Cameras saved.
Interesting. Cool. So left, right. 2 more views and then we're pretty much set. Then we can go. Right, while we're here, guys, has anyone got a question that hasn't been answered for me the last time?
Cameras saved.
Because now would be a great time to post it. And again, so I watched some of the video on demand. And again, I apologize for the huge delay, guys, in when we joined the world flight in Cancun. Oh, I felt so bad. It was almost 2 hours until we got airborne. That is a sad record.
Cameras saved.
But I've gotten some really cool feedback from a lot of people saying that even though it's a long time, yeah, it was interesting and funny, right? We did get some
Cameras
some
saved.
funny memes, right? Yeah, and some good discussions. I agree. Yeah. Okay, guys. Alrighty. So if you don't have any questions, we're going to go ahead. We're just going to go and we are going to. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to quickly address. So we had some issues again with OBS, right? I have switched off HAGS, so hardware acceleration, because that apparently does cause OBS to freeze. So I've switched that off. And the only thing it affects is frame generation. However, DLSS still works with the AMD version, so that way I think it's not going to be too bad. We did have some nice shenanigans, we did, yeah. Right, let's have a look here for the ground services, GPU. And then, are the doors open already? The question is, do we need doors open for boarding? Probably, right? Let's extend the air stairs. Although we have some stairs now at the aircraft, that's fine. And Voyager, moin, wie geht's? Oh yes, I have to reconnect. Thank you much for that. You are correct. Reconnecting now. Fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Sounds like a riot in the back there. What's going on? Right, let's get the ground power on.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. We do have a very full flight today.
I know. Oh, I was waiting for that. Somebody going, this livery doesn't exist in real life. I know. And spoiler alert, for the 777,
Please place an item.
as far as I know, the Virgin Australia also doesn't exist IRL. So I'm sorry for those that can't watch that because you know, it's just so far off from reality. I'm sorry. Enzo, hello. Yeah, it sounds like unruly passenger already. We haven't even started yet, really. So we'll leave the yaw damper as is for now. Let me get this to battery bus. Battery will go here to ground power. Looking good. APU is off. We're going to switch on the window heat already. Probe heat remains off. Leave the hydraulic pumps off until we get our clearance for that. We have the...
Captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
Do we have
Just as a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until all carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Hold on. Do we have Australian announcements here? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh no. Sorry guys. Just give me a second. Give me a second, please. Hold on. Need to connect my throttle quadrant. Test. Right, now where's the cable for that? Here it is. Found it. I found it. Ha. There we go. Exactly. Tis. But oh, hello. Hello? Camera? Hello. Hold on. Nope. Ah! Here we are. We're back again. No, I'm just having fun, guys, alright? I'm just enjoying it, alright? And hello. So we're back again. Now, I was just going to have a look. Camera. There we go. So. There we go. Yeah, I'm trolling. Exactly. I'm trolling. Sajil, nice to see you, Sajil. I hope you're doing... I hope I'm not completely mispronouncing your name, Sajil. If I am, please let me know how to pronounce it correctly. Right, back. Fuel and balance, so... Oh, you're right. Avatar still 2024. Yeah. Of course. I'm going to change that. There we go. Thank you much for the feedback. I appreciate that. There we go. Oh, and... oh, Zajil, it's alright. Good. Thank you so much. Yeah, the window. Yeah. Always good for emergency disembarkation, absolutely. Oh, another feedback I got was some people wanted to have the overlay a little bit bigger. So with the airspeed, the destination departure, remaining track miles. But distance, hang on, distance to go. Oh, it's still the old. How do I, hold on. Oh, you see, that's the thing. I have to do that myself. Yeah, I'm so used to that being automatic. So we're going Auckland, Queenstown. We are called Air New Zealand, and it was 8-4 Foxtrot. 8-4 Foxtrot. Air New Zealand. Can I write it like that? No. Like that. Air New Zealand The flight number 84 Foxtrot. Now we're getting there. Nate, you like? Hello, Nate. You like it? Okay, cool. However, now I need to get X-plane, that X-plane thingy a bit smaller, right? There we go. Yeah, I think that's all right. Yeah, that looks better. Fantastic. Hang on. Jane Director says some people also want your face to be in the main window and the sim in the... Oh, you guys. Network VATSIM is correct. And I think the rest... Oh, aircraft. We are actually a baby Boeing 738. And I think now we are good to go, right? Oh, yeah, so Nate, hang on. Nate, is it still there? Is that still there? It is? How can it be there still? How weird. Huh? I made a perfectly new overlay. Have a look now. Is it still there? I'm moving the overlay window. Yeah, Chris, exactly. Have you had time to read my Discord message? And would you like to recommend doing an IFA training when I'm flying? Just when it's a day and not more than 3 hours. Oh, sorry, Cargo Pilot. When did you post a message to me? Hey, Danilo, I have retired, indeed. Dankeschön. What do you mean? Perfect. Okay, so now the pixel... Okay, it's just I had to move it by 1. Now the question is... Probably have to move it here as well. Sterile. I think I have to move it every one of those overlays now. And then it should be okay. Rob, hello to you. Lilo, hello to you as well. Cool. Alrighty. I think we're going to leave it at that. Perfect. Alrighty. Cool. Thank you much, Nate, for the feedback. PB jump scare. You guys know I love doing that. So, what we want to have is... man, a Zibo. I have not been in Zibo for some time. Is there a way to get SimBrief in here? I totally forgot. I have to admit, I'm an absolute... AOC free-fly. Okay, so SimBrief download again, okay. We can do that. Okay, that's downloaded. And then I can go, let's get the position in here. GPS south. Isn't it weird to see a south coordinate? So strange. Request flight plan. Let's have a look if that works. Okay, so Cargo Pilot, I do apologize for not reading the message. Yeah, like you said, there's been a lot of people writing to me, and for some reason, I guess then your message was overlooked. Apologies for that. Let me just check now. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yes, of course. Yeah. You sent the message regarding your dad as well, right? But hang on, but I don't see anything regarding IFR. Oh, you're missing something. Cool. So we've got Air New Zealand 84 Foxtrot. That's correct. That's all done. True left is inactive IRL. Okay, we'll check. Thank you. So we're gonna have here docs. So, charts. And there we have our flight plan. Cool. Okay, so cargo. Okay, then I'm getting two things mixed up. Okay, so the IFRs here in chat. Can you do me a favor, cargo pilot? Can you post that question again in Discord, and then I'll promise to reply at latest tomorrow. If not, give me another nudge tomorrow, please. But then I'll put it right on top of my priority list. Okay, so Morgan, thank you much for that. So we have SimBrief, so services, EFB page 2. Services. No. Airside. Ah, okay. Wow. Vogan. Wow. Oh, Mark, you know that as well? How come I don't know these things? Pro pilot at work. All right, so. Yeah, Nate, right? It's I always hate that. You know exactly that it's there, but you can't find it. It's so frustrating sometimes. So we're going to call the fuel truck now. Payload, requested fuel, and then probably. So what it doesn't do, it doesn't take the payload in, does it? Carrie. Okay, because that way I can.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Jesus Christ. Blimey. Okay, start ground services. Gaby. Yeah, so it's doing already, right? So it's, I mean, I've already started the flight leg. Yeah. Okay. So refueling, cleaning. Oh, that's the noise. Ah, I'm not sure if the sounds are loud enough, but I heard some squeaking noise, and that squeaking noise apparently is the cleaning. Gotcha. Now things are starting to make sense. Right, let's. I can't really pinpoint that sound. You see, there's a squeaking noise there from time to time. Ugh. Horrible noise. It's a little bit like the noise vacuum cleaner. Really, it sounds like the noise you know, when you have a chalkboard or something, right? With a chalk.
Camera saved.
Yeah. I think these are quite nice viewpoints here, right? Let's
Camera saved.
Cool. Right, so Mark says does weight and fuel if you use SimBrief downloader and put the OFP into the output FMS. But yeah, that's what I've done, Mark. Yep, exactly. Close the cockpit door. Does that help? Oh, it does. Thomas, thank you. I mean, it's rude. It's kind of rude to close it. Oh wait, another problem, guys. Another problem. Has anyone updated 12.3 today? Because I am having issues downloading condition. Oh, okay. So it's updated the weather, but it says so it's real world weather using simulated time. But it says conditions as of 16 hours 24 minutes ago. Is that like? So it has no new weather. Okay, so cruise wind uplink is also ready. Nice. All right, let's do that. Oops, not. Let's load the wind data. I mean, it's not. The flight time isn't that long, so it doesn't really need that many cruise winds. But at least it's working, which is nice. So if we go to page 3, forecast. We'll see if we get some down. Let's load the performance data as well. Let me go get the Navigraph in here. Charts. Vogan says you are in, oh, you are in Auckland, Vogan. Nice. Wow, it's late though. Oh, is it early? It's either very early for you, or yeah, it's very early, isn't it? So thanks so much for joining. Appreciate that. And we are running map enhancements. Oh, really? Andre says you have to untick the other. Hang on. Hold on. Yeah, Ghost, I'm sorry. So which one do I untick here? Real world weather or sim time? Ah, okay. I'll just untick. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Ah, okay. Of course. Yeah, I'm I don't know. I don't know. My thought process today is a bit off. I apologize. Cool. So let's have a look here. So we have the flights. Let's download that. Then let's view the SimBrief file. Quite like this. So we need 58.90 fuel weight, correct. We have a reserve of alternate 3.6 plus 1.1, so 4.7. 4.7 for the reserves. Execute. Yeah, we're still fueling, right? Total fuel 7.2, and we need 10.4 roundabout. So we still haven't fueled completely yet. Cool. Next question is the center that is online. Where does he have his control area? We'll check that as well. Summer's just starting to begin at Auckland. Oh yes, nice. Yeah, you guys are gonna have summer soon. It's springtime, right? Yeah, for us it's autumn time. The extra is in. So the planned takeoff fuel here does have that extra included. It's a bit strange, I have to admit. Normally, so normally what we call extra, or we used to call extra, is now called discretionary fuel. But since I'm putting extra in SimBrief, it adds that to the takeoff fuel. So it's already in the takeoff fuel. Yeah. And then the cost index, I don't change the cost index. Somebody asked me, I'm not sure who it was, regarding cost index. Thomas, was that you? I'm not sure. So somebody asked me, and I said, well, these days, Yeah, okay, it wasn't you then. Okay, so these days it's obviously aircraft related and also then routing related. So cost index is the cost of time divided by cost of fuel. Now, cost of time has things like crew costs, so wages, the maintenance costs. It has costs for air traffic control, you name it. These fixed costs, right? So they don't change rapidly, do they? What changes rapidly is the fuel price. That has a daily kind of volatility, right? So if the cost index tends to change, obviously it's due to the fuel price. But at the moment, you can say that the fuel price is fairly steady. I wouldn't say it's completely cheap, but it's not really expensive either, is it? At $60 per barrel. So I'm not sure about jet fuel. That's another different topic, but still. I would say at the current time, if you have like a cost index like 20 or 15 for the A320 and 737, I think that would be a perfect value. Oh, nice. And Kerry, so when I read that, people having a go at that. So that was a level D simulator.
Welcome aboard the Captain Twitch channel subscriber.
Because that way,
could new subscribers please make
then I would ask you, what do you think about the flight stick? Did you expect it to be stiffer, or was the pressure as you expected? So first of all, Stormy Flyer, thank you so much for the 16 months. Queenstown is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to the landing there. Exactly. And Lee coming in as well, 62 months. Lee, congratulations again, Lee, for your picture, which was hosted on the front page of, was it Airliners.net? That page, Airliners.net, right? Cool. Yeah, the Condor Red Sock. 32,000. It's probably more than that now, right? Yeah, really incredible. And then, 32,000.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
10.4. Yeah, 10.4. Exactly as we wanted. Perfect. Thank you much. See you next time. So 2-3 left apparently is not used IRL. I mean, then we should have a reference here in the NOTAMs, right? We have stand 84 closed. Alpha 8 closed. I don't see anything regarding runway 23 left. So I'm not sure where people got that from. The wind is calm. Wait, it doesn't have a grass runway, maybe? Sometimes, like in Graz, for example, they have 17 center. And they only have one paved runway there as well. They have a grass runway, so I think that's where it could be coming from. Oh, nice, Andre. Thank you much for the reminder. Yes, you're right. So, so this way here, right? Or you want the attendant? Kerry, the pedals were no problem. I didn't expect that. I have to put so much pressure on them. The pedals. The pedals were more the problem. Okay. Hey, Flyer 1960. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you for the wishes. The no smoking. Ah. Then let me have a look if we can open the door again. And maybe you can hear the passengers. Although we should be able... Ah, look at that. Perfect. Thank you. Pack Sporting. Cool. Ah, nice. So I've got the hardware. So the Windwing... what's that? PN3? They have such weird names for these... for the FCU and so on. But it works. Nice. I know it's with Sim App Pro, but... I'm not really happy with the software, but that's all I'm gonna be able to do right now. Here we go. Now we search for the... Ah, there we go. Main panel lights. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Cool. Let's have some lights here. Yosem, hello to you. Lee, yes. We are all doing good, it seems. I know, Aviamar, and
Guys, the Leo's on board.
they're so clever with it, right? I mean, gotta give it to them. Let's start the APU. 10th of November, the next sets of hardware's coming out. Yeah, so the electronic control panel for the system pages, the landing gear lever with the clock, that's all coming, right? Aviamar, I wish I could say no, but you know me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment
I can't.
experience.
Ghost,
New subscribers
I'm seeing it already.
Pass to first class.
Because I have all the hardware stuff to mount it on, right? Yes, oh yeah, radio panel, I know. This would be the number 1 on my wish list, actually. Gaby, thank you much for the 8 months. Gaby, dagger. Do it. Yeah,
Welcome, traffic is 616, 12.59 ILS, 23 left.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to do it, yeah. So, as always. Can't see anything here. 22.8, now I can see it. So, that goes there. Gonna get the weather in a second. And then I wanted to check the control services here. Oh, he's further south. So he's not controlling where we are right now. Okay, yeah, so we're fine with VATSIM as well. Cool. The EFIS panel. You mean the FMS? This one. EFIS? Oh no! Oh, and okay, these. Yeah, sorry, yeah, this one here. Yeah. I don't have that, so I'm not sure if I really want to get that. I think I could do without that, but all the A320 stuff, I think we'll get it. So let's see, guys. What guys are you planning for? 5 or 2 3s? Let's go with 5. 05 then. Yeah, I think you're right. It's called EFIS control panel. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, 5 it is. All right, select it. And then let's have a look at the routing here. Well, Ghost, we can have a look later. I am open for suggestions. Whatever is more, most interesting for you guys. I think the weather is fine. So if we go for this arrival, the thing is, the question is, do you guys want realism, which potentially then is more boring? Because, for example, this is an RMP approach 05. Which I think would be used IRL. Now, then we have an RMP 23. But I think the last time what we did, we went with the RMP 23. Exactly, Avio. And then we did a circling for 05. So visual circling, right? So I'm going to save that. And then we have a circuit procedure. Now, as far as I'm aware, so people told me that this is not used at IRL anymore, right? Yeah, so RMP into circling, right? So exactly, Nate. So yeah, we'll try that. That's fine with me. So let's have a look. I'm wondering, that is the approach chart, so these are the departures though, aren't they? think they're departures. Yeah, I think it's a Zulu. The Zulu RMP AR. Although, hang on. Let me see. There's. Oh, hang on. Ah, you know what? Disregard everything I said. No, so these RMPs, so the Golf, for example, gets you to that circling, and there we got the circling. So you go to Quebec November 611, which is here, and then you go into the circling. So that will be the Golf, and it also starts at Gidak. Ghost, why did you choose a 777? I mean, who told you to take a 777? Hey Till, nice. How are you? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Doing very well. Yeah. Okay. So Golf it is. Golf it is.
Auckland traffic express 557 taxiing runway 23 left via Delta 1 Alpha.
So there's one going 23 left. So we'll take the Arnav Golf on the transition. Let me just check now. So let me have a look. Till, but does that work? No, so it's not going to be this one. So it should be the 5 Bravo. So 5 Bravo via Atkill. I think that should work. Here goes. Let's go plan mode, and then let's have a look for the approach chart here. Previous. There we go. That does look okay to me. So we have a routing. We go Equvox Atkill, fly the RP Golf, and then that ends at Quebec November. Here it says 611. Yeah, 611, and then we circle. Don't know why that. Let's get the APU on bus. Till's doing well. That's good to hear. Oh, you had your Lufthansa group assessment on Tuesday, so I might have. Oh, you mean you have or you had? So you had your assessment this Tuesday. And so are you waiting for the 89%? Are you waiting for the results as well, or? So let me have a look for the ground services. Let's remove the GPU. Park brake is set. They can already get the chocks off. Yeah, Vogan, the thing is that people, of course, you know, we can't do a boring approach. So oh wow, that's nice to hear. So Serato Philalis. You've also got your assessment results. You got your, and I do wish that you passed. So oh, nice! You passed stage 2. Nice. It's very cool. Not too long ago, I got a message from someone. Well, we communicated a little bit over.
Boarding is now complete. Flight attendants prepare the cabins. Verify arm door. Stand by for all call.
Discord regarding assessment for British Airways. Now, I don't have much experience in that, but it was cool to kind of talk to him. And he actually. guys, you can't see this, but it says here airplane code. So my wife is trying to access downstairs the airplane for some reason. It's, hang on. I'm getting hacked, yeah. How do I get out of it? Hang on.
For those customers seeing their row seats designated as an exit row, we just please take out the safety information card found in the seat pocket in front of you. Read the front of the card. If you're unwilling or unable to perform the actions that may be required of you at any time during the flight without injury to yourself, please notify the flight attendant for assistance receiving at this time. Use of approved personal electronic devices is permitted while the boarding door is open. Prior to closing the door, we'll advise you when to turn off the door or close electronic devices.
23 left.
Use your small lightweight devices as long as they are turned and on airplane mode. Prepare your doors for departure. Cross check standby for all calls.
Hey Lord, sorry. Just talking to myself. No worries. All good. Righty. We're almost there. Airport. Let's get some charts in here. Zulu, Alpha, Alpha. Yeah, I know. Pro pilot at work. Airport. Let's go with airport info. So we are parked here. Push back.
Auckland traffic.
Bravo 5. Alpha. Alpha 10. Now, I don't think we're going to have to do... we've got a long runway. We'll take Alpha 10 for departure, right? No need to go full length. Hey, Nick. Nice to see you. Negative. Greetings to you. How's life? So departure was the Brook for Quebec. Brook for Quebec. There it is. So departure with the transition Kapai goes maintain runway center 500 feet, turn right, direct to Brook. 500 feet, right, max to 10 knots until turn complete to Brook. Cross Brook between 2.5 and 4,000. Now that means for a Boeing aircraft, maximum we're going to have is 4,000 here. Right, so we only set the first highest...
Unable to find view ID 9.
Altitude. Then, so 4,000. Then we go to Kapai, which is here. So it's 189 degrees to Kapai. So 4,000 is the highest we're going to go initially. Transition 13,000 feet. No, Peter, it's fine. I didn't say anything nasty, sorry. You were free to listen in. Let's take that. Actually, let's take the zero fuel value. 13,000, that's all correct. And negative, life is good. Some VATSIM ATC tonight. Nice. Hey, it's great to see you still in VATSIM. Cool. Ray Bonius, moin, wie geht's? Oh, nice. So you are... It's getting more serious now. So you're planning to move in with your partner into a bigger apartment. Yeah, tell me about it. Doesn't get easier when you get married. So... But happy to hear that, Nicotive. Very happy to hear that. So let's have a look. We've got the routing. We have... I'll leave the fix empty. And then is there anything we can set for the radios? I mean, not really, apart from maybe if we go and return. then we may want to do an ILS approach 05. And then I'm going to dial in 051 on both sides. And then... oh yeah, Rabanius, I know it takes a long time, right? I actually wrote to them. It's quite funny. I waited patiently for like also 3 months. And then I wrote to them asking. And then they said, yeah, we just better contact you. It's about ready to be shipped. So I said, all right. Now there's also no VOR nearby. So, I mean, we can put the ILS in here for the DME, 10.3. Again, it's not necessary, but just for reference. So I'm going to put ILS 10.3 transfer. And there we go. So now at least we have a DME distance. Well, I mean, you know, things can't always be perfect, right? But things can get better. So every time I'm asking myself, is there a takeoff calculator? And then I answer myself, no, there isn't. There's a landing calculator, but there's no takeoff calculator. So I'm going to take Zimbri for that. So let me get the sim brief calculator. So we've got 5 right. Yeah, well, let's take 3,000 meters so that we have the intersection covered. Weight 69 tons, looks good. Optimum flap setting, optimum thrust setting, bleeds auto anti-ice off. Wind, temperature, QNH 1018, is that correct? 1018. 1016 in here. Okay, well, we'll change that 1018. And drive.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
You too. Calculate. So we have the values flaps 5, DTO2, and selected 30 degrees. 43, 43, 49 for the speeds. Stop margin 600 meters. So we'll take that. A for effort. Oh, you guys. So let's look at again perf init. So
Auckland,
69 tons for takeoff looks good.
Taking our runway 23 left at the intersection Alpha 2, departure to the south in Auckland.
Have a good flight. So then we're going to take DTO2 with 30 degrees. Yep, DTO2 30 and flaps 5. 27.6 CG, 5 on the trim. V speeds unavailable. Oh, why is that? QRH off. Let's have a look again. Now, usually it means that you're missing something. Alright, let's have a look. 143, 143, and 149. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Ah, hang on. Last time, what was it last time? Something. Is it over the panel? Somebody said. Or was that in a different aircraft? That's on there. Yeah, that's weird. So if you take it away from automatic, Yeah, but isn't that normally on automatic? But it still doesn't give me that here. Well, now it has automatic as well, but... It could be a bug with the latest version. Hey, in second terrain, hello. I'm missing... So we're missing the thrust values in here. It's showing them on the engine display, but... so now it's not giving us automatic V-speeds. And there's no... So can I put them manually? 98.4.
Auckland traffic orange 1 for Tango at 2,400 feet, clear from runway 23 left 8 up.
Airbus problem. I did enter 0 fuel weight. I mean, I can take that as well, but no, it doesn't change anything. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, hang on. No, it's that loaded 340. But, I mean, it should be 320. I can put that in manually as well. Got the routing in. Ah, okay. So now you know what? Yeah, what we did do.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hang on. What we did do. That's a good point actually, Avyamar. Nobody else has reported any problems. So, I did load them, right? Let me try to load them again. Execute. No. Okay, plan. So, okay, so if we enter the plan fuel as well, 10.3. Okay, let's try that. No. But anyways, it shouldn't really matter, to be honest. It should not matter. We've got... I mean, it does matter. It normally would have the values here as well. But I mean, it has values in here. 98.4. Yeah, so the automatic mode doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that. 98.4 is fine. I mean... And then we just enter the speeds. We're not super heavy, long runway. Yeah. Pedal to the metal. I don't use any, Lawrence, I don't use reshade at all at the moment. The thing is that I used it, I tried it. It did work for a while. And then I got some really weird kind of performance issues. And I thought, let's leave that. Cool. All right, we're ready. We are ready. Let's have a quick look for the checklist. 737, and I'm going to get the latest weather as well. So we'll check the oxygen. Oxygen. We've got the door lights already out. Fantastic. So the oxygen test 100%. Navigation and display transfer switches is normal auto. Window heat is on. We have pressurization mode selector in auto position. Flight instruments heading 320. Looking good with the whiskey compass here, 320. And the altimeter was supposedly 1018. Let's quickly check that as well. .1018, correct. So 1018, 1818, and we have 60 feet checked. Cool. Parking brake is on, set. So engine start levels cut off, and that's the pre-flight checklist completed. We've done a briefing. We've got the MSA to go through quickly. So the MSA about around the airport, to the east 3,400, to the west 2,800. So nothing too big around us. In case of engine failure, straight out, we're going to accelerate it to 1,600 feet, clean up, climb 4,000, give ourselves radar vectors back to the field, landing on runway 5 right, and the max landing weight would be 66.4, which we will be above. However, long runway, in case of emergency like an engine fire or something, will return and do an overweight landing. No, Aviamar, there isn't an envelope, I think. It's just the weight and balance. So takeoff, it doesn't have a proper takeoff. It has values you can enter, but last time I checked, it doesn't give you any results. Payload shows you the payload total, the zone. Oh, actually it does. Hang on, disregard. Planes World. It does have a nice envelope here, CG envelope. So currently, for the takeoff, yeah, we can see we are above max landing weight. The green line is max landing weight. CG is fine, and operating empty weight and the zero fuel weight all in its envelopes. Fantastic. So that looks good. Alrighty. Let's go here as well. Yeah, it's just landing calculator. Yeah, exactly. Good. Let's then prepare for pushback. So let's push back here.
All right, Captain. Got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready. Captain, your tow's coming.
Fantastic. Then let's do the before start items. So we're clear for hydraulic. I'm going to put the bleed is already on. Fuel pumps are on. Packs off. So we have good start pressure. Going to put the anti-ignition light on. That looks good. Transponder should be 2000.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Mode Charlie on. Doors closed. Fantastic. Then we're going to read the before start to the line. Fuel is 10,300 kilograms. Pumps. Oh, there's center tank fuel. Wow. Pumps on. Then passenger signs on. MCP V2143 heading 050 altitude 4000. Although that should be 51. So 51 altitude 4000. Then we have the takeoff speeds. V1 is 143, VR 143, V2 149. CD pre-flight is completed. Then we'll check the rudder and aileron trim 0. The pitch trim 5 is set. And taxi takeoff briefing completed. Down to the line. Yeah, it was from Cat Strater, right? Yeah, exactly. Good. So, below the line, we got flight deck door closed. All doors are closed. Panel is dark. And then we've got the anti-collision light on. We're ready for start checklist completed.
Hey, Captain. Let me know where you want this thing. Welcome aboard, Captain. Tows connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Auckland traffic.
Here comes the pushback.
New
Light them up.
84 Foxtrot, pushing back stand 30 in Auckland. Is there Corsa Air New Zealand, or is it like Kiwi or something? I don't know. You don't really hear them very often in Europe. Yeah, what do I know? I mean, it could be Kiwi, right? So it's in New Zealand. Okay, not Air New Zealand, just New Zealand. Okay, thank you. Okay, like, what do I know? Right, how about levers are working? Fantastic. Yeah, that's all working. Cool. As it should do. Right, let's start the engines. So we've got the pressure. Fuel pumps are on. Pressure looks good. So then let's start the right engine. Looking for start valve open. Looking for N2 rotation. Then at around 22-23% we'll get fuel on. God, so that will be actually, you know what? I mean, that's actually funny, I think. So. In 800 must be above 25%. Okay. Because we were on the classics, it was spooling up so fast that yeah, past 22, it was like just put the fuel lever on. Right, just had the click start. What's going to close? There we go. Start left engine. We have 20, 22 now. 25.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Nice. Brake sets.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Kiwi's not just a good call sign after all, yeah. There we go. We have good engine start. Let's do the before taxi items flaps 5. So I'm gonna gonna put the generators on. Get the prop heats on. APU off. Left pack on. Isolation auto. Right pack on. Continuous. APU off. That is already there. Let's check the master caution. Flaps coming 5. Is that 5?
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Thank you. Have a nice day. One more. Just wait for the all clear signal. There it is. So we'll read the before taxi checklist. Generators on, prop heats on. We have anti-ice off, isolation valve auto position. Engine starts, which is continuous. We have the recall checked, auto brake RTO. Engine start levers idle detent. Flight controls. Oh yeah, flight controls. Flight controls checked, all working, and the ground equipment is clear, and that's the before taxi check is complete. Auckland traffic, Air New Zealand, taxiing 05 left in Auckland. Let's go.
Do you mean 05 right?
Yeah, I have a difficulty left and right. Yeah, it's a 5 right, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's go, Alpha 5. Just New Zealand. Oh god, I'll learn it. By the time we get to Queenstown, I know the call sign. Ooh, that 777 Ghost. I don't know. Ghost, you've seen Queenstown, right? You are aware of the short runway. You did a proper pre-flight planning, right? Just asking. Hey Captain Chaos, nice to see you. Yes, indeed. Well, I mean, so the thing is this with X-Plane. The problem is that there's a lot of add-ons, and you have freeware add-ons, you have payware add-ons, and the basic X-Plane world is somewhat basic, right? So you can do things like map enhancement, and then you can get X-Plane 12 looking actually really nice. And I've had situations where X-Plane actually looks better than Microsoft Flight Sim. So not always, but sometimes it can look very nice indeed. Adams, I have to check. I haven't flown it yet. So I did make sure though, thanks to the friends here, I finally got the updated version installed, which is the 4.05.05, which has apparently a new flight model. So eager to find out how that works. Yeah, so we're going to go all the way Alpha 10, and then no changes to the departure route. All fine. Let's read the before takeoff checklist. Flaps 5 green light and the trim 5 units set. Before takeoff checklist complete. So that's Alpha 9. Hey Ted, how are you doing? Nice to see you. There you go. We will watch that for entertainment purposes, 100%. So let's have a look for the TCAS. Let's go TCAS on. Here comes traffic. Traffic is... Oh! Almost missed a turn to Alpha 10. So we have TCAS on, traffic on the runway. No, that's taxiing. Yeah, that's Ghost. So do that. Strobes are coming on. Yeah, cabin is informed. Leads remain on, packs remain on. Auckland traffic. New Zealand. 84 Foxtrot lining up departing 05 right in Auckland. I'm getting there. So the Yocam looking good. Approach sector is still clear.
New Zealand for taxi to
5 right is confirmed. Let's start the chronos as well. Cool guys, are we ready? All the throttle coming on. We're ready. Take off. Yeah, that's bug still. The has to do with the speed brake lever. Right, thrust is set. 80 knots checked. A little bit of tailwind, so careful with the liftoff.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Yeah, that climb.
1,000.
Yeah, El Navina, that's what I forgot to arm. Let's turn right. 210 knots maximum in the turn. Ooh, bank angle. Or we can go flaps 1 in a second. 1,000 feet to go. Checked.
1,000 to go.
It's checked. Gears coming off. Flaps 1. Takes a lot of trim. I'm not used to that. A lot of trim. Auto thrust off. Enough path. Let's do a level off here. Interesting that it shows VNAV path, but still a bit the flight director bar. I guess it wants the pitch angle a little bit higher, but that's alright. Let's go flaps up. Yeah, well, we have, you know, we have the kind of the operating procedure. Whenever we do manual flight, we have then auto thrust off. So if you actually do an intercept, an altitude intercept after takeoff in manual flight, then we switch to auto thrust off. That is just how we do that. Right, let's get the auto thrust on. Then we're gonna go Command A, VNAV alt. And then we'll continue up level 120. And press alt intervention. N1, VNAV speed, 12,000. Or level. Yeah, it's 12,000. Hey, Sim Caesar. Sim,
I hate to do this when you're in manual flight, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's true. Sim Caesar, thanks so much for that. Wow, going up like a bat out of hell here. Blimey. Sim Caesar, thank you so much for the 82 months. Huge shout out to Sim Caesar. Looking forward to our group or our shared cockpit flight on Monday. Hey, Lolo. So, Sim Caesar, what aircraft are you choosing for Monday's flight?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Captain Black Box infotainment experience. New subscribers should now pick up their past first class. Thank you.
And Meg Egg, thank you much for gifting us up to Foggy Canadian. Much appreciated. Meg Egg, I hope you're doing well. Thanks so much. So there we are, passing 10,000 feet, 13,000 was transition altitude, so we're still good on that. Let's leave those on, but those can go off. Start switches off, and then cabin is pressurizing nicely, looking good. RTO off. And then we'll check again for the en route VORs.
1,000 to go.
Thank you. Oh, we've got track. So let's continue climb 320. Yeah, Sim Caesar, whatever you like. Honestly, whatever you like to take, I'm up for it. And maybe we can do 2 sectors, who knows? And then one of us can be pilot flying and then switch around. Hey Paul, no, shouldn't be lagging. Apologies for that, that was loud. Hate to do that to you guys. Yeah, so Enzo, we will come back to the more regular, more frequent shared flights soon. Yeah. Hey Pete, are you in Mallorca right now? I think you are, right? No, I never flew with Quax. No. The thing is, so Polyglot, Quax and myself are pretty much the same age, so. So that's why we never flew together. And he was flying the 340 as a first officer, and I was flying the 747. So even there, we never got to fly together. Hey Ali, how are you doing? Ghost, you've passed the point of no return. Lol. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, let me just check again the N1. Yeah, so here we got the N1 limits now. They are showing, and they're also showing here on the engine display. So I have no idea what was happening on the takeoff there. Nice, you are on Mallorca. Nice. Ali, I said something at the beginning of the stream, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. If you want to have a look at the beginning, I don't want to, for personal reasons, I don't want to comment on that now. So let's configure displays. Right, so displays, we don't want... Take RA heading up. There we go, that's it, heading. Just like the track north. That's interesting. Is that a new feature? I have not seen that. Upper Airways. Arrival. Yeah. Oh, that's just a route. Okay, map. There we go. Nice. Right, so here we go. North of Hamilton, or northwest of Hamilton. It'll be northwest of, just west of Plymouth. Hope the weather is nice. Then we should see Mount Taranaki. Quite a nice thing. Alex, your friend was captain for Air Transat who flew with Robert Pichet on the glider TS-236. Oh, was that the fuel leak? Oh, the Gimli glider, what it's called. That's the one, right? Wow, okay. Crazy. Ghosts, do you plan to make the Volante account public? The thing is, now that I have different overlay, I'm not logging my flight on Volante at the moment. Oh, okay, Gimli was Air Canada. Okay, but the Air Transat, that was the one that landed on Lajes. Yeah, that's the one. So they ran out of fuel and glided all the way in. Yeah, perfect. Wow. Okay, cool. GG's. So again, guys, if you are a member on YouTube here on the channel or a subscriber on Twitch, if you want tomorrow, either Twitch or YouTube, whatever you prefer, you will get access to the live stream tomorrow evening, starting for the German live stream. So German language at 1700 UTC. It's going to be about 2 hours long. We're going to first have Q&A. So you guys get, we'll discuss whatever you want to discuss with me, ask questions. We'll have a nice relaxed chit chat. And then I've got a topic to go over tomorrow. So it's like a bit of a test balloon, because I want to see how people react to that, see if they're Hayscons, if if that concept is something you guys like. And what I plan to do there is to give you some great insights into many different aspects of flying, like for example the human performance aspects, which we'll have tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a topic in the region of human performance. I'm not going to spoil it too much, but the cool thing there is that I've got 30 years of experience to have some interesting stories to back these or that theory up a bit. So that's going to be interesting. And in the future, we'll have a look whatever you guys want to hear about. It can be things like load and balance, right? So load sheet stuff. It can be aerodynamic stuff. So whatever you guys want. Yeah, so Nate, it's from it's called VATSIM, and it just pulls the data through FSU IPC, or in our case here XPU IPC. And actually I'm surprised it's actually showing the data, because I was under the impression I have to start it manually, but apparently not. It's pulling the data, which is nice. Looking good. Exactly, so German until 17 UTC to 19 UTC is going to be German, and then after that it's going to be English for 2 hours. Same topics, so you're not going to miss anything. Yeah, no ghost. Yeah, don't worry guys, if you can't be there, the video will be there, a video on demand. But again, it's going to be for the YouTube members and for the Twitch subscribers. As a little goodie, it's a little thank you for their support. Hey Tom, fantastic. Yeah, so at the moment, so guys, regarding this website, so I am planning to update the data more frequently in the future, and maybe add some things that could be interesting.
1,000 to go.
1,000 check. The thing is that Senshai, so our mastermind behind the website and the software behind it, he's currently programming or reprogramming stuff so that we can update the values more easily. Because at the moment, these are all literally pictures that we work on in Photoshop. And so it's quite a tedious process for me to change the values and then send over the pictures to Senshai, and then he has to upload them to the website. So he's working on an easier system to update the data, and then also when you guys give feedback about some values that you find wrong, then we can change those values a lot quicker. Now, let me look at VNAV again. It wants to go 340. So optimum is even higher. Now, I don't see any traffic ahead of us, so Let's see, but the thing is, Ghost, what's your cruising level, Ghost, later on? Because you're going to be faster than me with the 777. Depends. So sometimes the clouds look really nice in X-Plane. Sometimes they still need some work to be done. Okay, you go 3.8, so let me go 3.60 then. Alright, let's go 3.6. Alt intervention, N1, VNAV speed. Cruise levels now 3.60. Excellent, Gilent. Oh, you're fantastic. You are correct. 360. That is always an issue. So when you are spoiled by flying the A320 or even 787, let's say, 777, you don't have to change that, right? So you have an automatic control system, automatic cabin pressure controller that takes care of that for you. And then when you come back to an ancient aircraft like the 737, yeah, you got to adjust that yourself. Ali, what you mean? So you're kind of thinking like this? Yeah, that's an interesting question. I haven't even noticed. I mean, to be fair, there's always a little bit of turbulence, right? There's always some disturbance, so it's always, yeah, it's always correcting. So I would say maybe the real aircraft doesn't do quite as much, but I mean, it is correcting a lot during the flight. I downloaded this one delivery from flightsim. Oh no, so xplane.to. And I know it's not a real world delivery. I'm aware of that. But I don't care. Just looks nice. Ooh, change of weather here. Interesting. Right, so this should be Mount Taranaki.
1,000 to go.
Probably a volcano, yeah. Yeah, it is nice. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't know, maybe, I mean, have a look at the Wikipedia history or something. But I doubt that very much they ever had 737s. Maybe the classics or something. But not the 800s, I think. Ali, good question. This will be a great question for maintenance or for anybody that has insights into that question. Because that's what I've heard as well, that black paint, since it has to be thicker, kind of to really be black, it is heavier compared to other colors. Hey Casper, thank you so much. Greetings to you. Oh, really? Okay, Ghost, that's a cool information. Yeah, sure. So again, I like the A380. The only, oh wow, the weather changes are a bit crazy now. So I do like the A380, but exactly like you said, there were, you know, FPS performance issues. But now that they brought an update, so we'll see. We'll have a look. Hey Alpha, nice to see you. Good. So now that we are up here.
Please remember we'll also need to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once you start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Will do. Thank you much. You need to use the dev version, okay. Okay, so Bunnies thinks that paint definitely plays an influence in regarding the weight, but the question is with the color. If black color, like let's say you have a red aircraft and a black aircraft, whether or not the black paint would be actually heavier. Okay, Quotenwagner, thank you much. So he says Air New Zealand had 737-200 and 300. So the classic, or the 200 and the classic. Okay, 300. Thank you much for that. Good. Let's do a fuel check, shall we? We're at Lakar and level 360. So let's have a look here at Lakar. Lakar 24 minutes after departure. Well, a bit early, so no problem there. And we're supposed to have 7.1 plus the extra, which is 800 kilograms, I think we took. Yeah, 800. So we're supposed to have 7.9, and currently we have 8.3, so they're also more fuel than required. Hey, Bruno. Hello, Bruno. So, Bruno, did you do more testing in the Zibo? Because Bruno, yesterday, he sent me some infos regarding Lisbon. They had a squall line go through there. Crazy thunderstorms at night, and then lots of flight cancellations, crazy wind shear. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta choose a waypoint, obviously, that that has a waypoint on your flight plan. So that's the first thing you have to check. So you haven't flown it, Bruno? Okay. So white is a preferred color, yeah. So white, yeah, can be seen better. That's definitely. And white paint fades slower. Okay, well that's a big cost factor, right? But here's my take, and here's, you know, I've flown aircraft that were literally white all my life, okay? Apart from some older 737s which had a silver bottom or lower fuselage, but the thing with the white color is, you know, an aircraft leaks a little bit of grease all the time, a little bit of oil, hydraulic fluids, especially, you know, underside of the aircraft. So, you know, and then of course on the fuselage, the doors leak some grease from time to time. So you always have these little streaks of grease and kind of dirt, right? So on white aircraft, it always makes them look really dirty very quickly. And I mean, aircraft have a certain cleaning interval, but I remember that after wintertime, or, you know, as wintertime went on and on with then the de-icing fluid and the salt on the runway, whatever, I always found these aircraft incredibly dirty looking. And the thing is this, so when people board the plane, especially you know, through stairs, I always thought like, I always felt a bit embarrassed, because I'm thinking like, okay, they're thinking this company can't be bothered to invest, I don't know, a couple €100 or dollars in cleaning their aircraft. I mean, you know, if they're saving on the small things like that, I mean, what else are they saving on, right? So yeah, I don't know. You know, white may be cheaper in regards to that it fades slower, but it definitely shows up dirt quicker. Yeah, Eurotexan, absolutely. Queenstown has great approaches, yeah. Yeah, exactly. White color, keep aircraft cool. Exactly my thought as well. Coast, yeah. You prefer the dirty planes, really? I don't know. No joke. I mean, I remember on the 737, we frequently, got a little special cloth, some hot water, and then we just opened the doors and opened the windows in transit, and then leaned out and cleaned the windshield, right? Yeah, Gordon Wagner. And so, well, believe it or not, at some point, it became forbidden by the company to do so with safety concerns. They were afraid people falling out the aircraft, so they stopped us doing it. And my argument was, I'd rather... Now, here's... No joke. This is actually... I don't know how many countries have these, what we call May bugs. So, during May, and not every year, they kind of come up every... Is that like 2 or 3 years or something? But when they actually hatch in that year, in kind of May, in certain daytime, especially evening time, are they called summer bugs in English? Okay, so here we call them May bugs in Germany, Maikäfer. They are huge buggers. They're really huge. And when you hit them on takeoff, let's say, or landing, they leave a huge splatter. Sorry for the gore, but they leave a huge splatter mark on the windshield. I'm not kidding you. We took off in Frankfurt, runway 18, a beautiful calm wind evening takeoff towards Toulouse. And initially, as we were taking off and going high speed across the runway, I first thought, oh no, birds. But they instantly hit the windshield. I thought, hey, hang on, why are they hitting the windshield already? Because my brain was thinking they're like 50 meters away, right? And then I realized, no, they're not birds. Yeah, exactly. Lufthansa 222 to Toulouse, exactly. And I thought, what is this? And I thought, oh yeah, it's the bugs. And no joke, by the time we lifted off, I could hardly see out of my windshield. They literally, the splatter completely closed the windshield. And of course, since it was dry, there was no clouds to fly through to get some rain or something to clean that off. They kind of hardened, right, as it froze later on in flight. And it was actually, and you couldn't use the windshield wipers. That would have just made everything worse, right? So it's just so weird not to be able... I was still able to see out the windshield in some parts, but I would say the vision was somewhat impaired. And it's just so peculiar. And then we arrived, and I remember that the ramp agent that took on the aircraft, he said, "Captain, what did you do with the aircraft? Did you have bird strike?" And then he said, "You must have hit a lot of birds." And I said, no, we hit bugs. Right? He said, "Bugs? What bugs did you hit?" I said, "Well, big bugs," right? So, the wind, weather change here. So yeah, we had to get cleaning, special cleaning, and then I made an entry into the logbook for the captain for the next morning, so that he wasn't alarmed. I said, I left him a little note here on the yoke as well, saying, hey, we hit some. Those weather changes are weird. We hit some bugs, during takeoff. There weren't birds, right? So don't do the bird strike check. It's just bugs. Right? Hey, Flockzap, nice to see you too. Oh, what? Hang on. No. Hang on. Let me just check. Okay, so guys, if you don't know what they look like, let me show you. So they're called common. How do you pronounce that? Cockchafer? First seen in 2022. What? Is that in England? Like Dean Hill Kelso? I'm not sure where that's supposed to be, but now I'm not joking. These are like 2 centimeters. These are huge. no worries, Texan. That's a bugger. Yeah, no joke. I mean, these are huge. That's a good question, Alpha. That's a very good question. Now, potentially, yeah, you could get issues with the pitot tubes, yeah, if they hit them. Absolutely. Oh, really, Dennis? You were attacked by them in North Germany? Yeah. Also, guys. Also, no joke. I was used to play a lot of golf, right? Haven't played much golf lately, but one evening we had an infestation of these bugs, and we couldn't play. There was like millions of these bugs on the green, so you couldn't putt the ball. It was just we had to stop playing. Crazy. And I mean, they're not dangerous, right? They're not poison or anything. They don't have, so they don't have any, anything to sting you with, or I don't even know if they could bite you or something. So it's about every 4 years. So yeah, the bugs need 4 years until they hatch. So every 4 years we have what's called Maikäferjahre. So the year of the cockchafer. That's true. When they come close to you, they sound really loud. Exactly, they're supposed to bring luck. Yeah, exactly. We have chocolate candy in shape of the bugs. Yeah, that's true. I remember those. They're actually quite nice. They taste good. A few years you had a 17 years cicada hatch. Yeah, that must be crazy as well, right? Yeah, the thing is, I don't know. So I don't know if it's the aircraft or if it's suddenly changing weather data. So, I mean, if the pressure data changes quickly, the chocolate, the chocolate. I don't eat bugs. No, sir.
Unable to find view ID 45.
It is explained weather, yeah. I guess it is a bit strange, yeah. Right, we are coming across now towards the southern part of New Zealand. Let's have a look at the map. There we go. So it's going to get a little bit more mountainous now. And the routing should take us across the island itself now. Let me just check. So let's go. Nice. Yep. There we go. So that's our routing here. Now they're more like flies, and so I mean they crawl around a lot, but they do fly. Tupac, good evening. Yeah, it's strange that it's Zagil. It should be, I don't know, maybe it's because it's beta. Right? Actually, it's not beta anymore, is it? Isn't it? They're stable now. So they should try to smoothen these things out a bit. Also, somebody was telling me that I should be using for the map enhancement, I should be using the map box Pro. I have the Pro version, but to be honest, at least for New Zealand, it's not that nice. Because they were arguing that they have less cloud prints on them, on the tiles. But at the moment, I'm not really liking it that much here. Kind of weird. Okay, so the changing weather conditions been an issue all the time in X-Plane 12. And devs are having a hard time to fix it. Oh, fuel. Master caution fuel. And normally what we do, we open the cross valve here. That's open. Although it's not completely empty anyway, so that's fine. Let's close that. Make sure it's closing. Closed. Hey James, what happened? Tumak asked, in your opinion, is it more worthwhile to fly the Zibo in X-Plane or the PNG 738 in Microsoft? I'll tell you what, let me do some manual flying later in the X-Plane here. I mean, the weather in Queenstown isn't too windy at the moment. Too much, so can't really say, but what we could quickly do, I mean, we're good on time, so what we could quickly do is jump to historic weather yesterday in Lisbon after the landing. Hey Samaf, and I mean, they had some great wind shear there, so we could try it there, see how it behaves. Hey Super Groby. Is leave mod. Where do I see that? Can I access the settings right now? Settings. FC preload. I don't see that setting anymore. Yeah, I'm in map enhancement right now. Wow, yeah, I've not seen that lately being that bad. It's chasing the altitude here. Hey Chris, yeah, I made a short statement at the beginning, and that's what I would like to leave it at. Because to me, these crashes are definitely emotional. So the thing is, I can't just, walk on, just say, oh, the plane crashed, and then I see all these pictures, and then just walk on and say, yeah, well, okay, well, I mean, that's life, right? No, it really touches me. It really affects me. It affects my mood. So, hence, I'd just rather quietly mourn and quietly send my prayers to the victims and the families. And that's all I want to say to that. And in no way do I want to speculate like others. Ah, okay, so Groby, thank you much. So before you... Ah. Is it, so it should be on or off? When you are away, you can turn on the leave mode. Ah. Okay, leave mode. Okay. The mod will automatically switch to the default map and stop the image server. When you return, you can turn off the leave mode. Ah. So now that I've switched it on, so now we have X-plane. Is there X-plane tiles now, or? So now I've switched it off again. So now it's loading again, yeah. Okay, Groby, yeah, thank you much. So people are asking regarding, so for the avionics, I mean, we can try the VNAV path stuff in a minute. So we've got a nice arrival routing. Alright, so let's go plan mode here. We can check the routing. So we're arriving via the Bravo arrival charts, star. So we're taking the Elruf 5 Bravo. So we're coming via Elruf. And then we've got Pampu, the first restriction, 150 or above. That's correctly programmed. Then the next one is Equinox, 10,000 above. We have that as well. Then we go to Atkill, between 10 and 12. And then we go on to that RMP approach. So between 10 and 12, ball notes 2, then we go down to 8.5. Quebec November 780, correct. Then we go to Ukbet. Actually, we don't, hang on. Sorry, Onadu, first of all. Onadu, 8,300 or above, correct. Then the lowest we can go towards Givak will be 7,700, correct. Then we go to Ikaba, the lowest there is 6,300. Final approach altitude, or final approach point. Then we have 256 degree inbound, 3.3 degree down to Quebec November 630. That's the missed approach point. The circling is going to be 4,100, so the minimum 4,100. Elevation of the airfield 1,200 roundabout. So then, if we have visual contact with the runway terrain around it, we'll do the circling. So we'll go to Quebec November 611, and then fly around that little mountain there. Then go to Enkuf, and then we'll turn right again towards the runway and land. So, and then yeah, and then what we'll do is if we go missed approach, we'll go left and then rejoin on the right hand turn, the normal procedure again. So we'll join that Quebec November 611. So in that valley there, we'll turn and then join the missed approach to Zulu. It's weird, yeah, I have no idea. And we are on live with them as well, so maybe it has to do with New Zealand. Maybe the data there isn't so so reliable? I have no idea. Yeah, I've not seen that anywhere else yet. Really strange. I mean, the aircraft at least doesn't do crazy things with pitch up, pitch down to regain that. At least that's all. Hey, Dieter. A new Moser cockpit version info pops up. Dennis asked, tools, application, things you had IRL, need stuff like ARC ACARs, but in a more sophisticated manner, or be some EFB tools. What would be something you'd really like to see in the sim? Good question, Dennis. So for me, to make things more realistic, lifelike, I would like to see, yeah, a better EFB. Because the EFB for us pilots, IRL, has become so important in so many aspects. Not just because of charts or performance calculator for takeoff and landing. It has become a communication tool, writing telex, getting weather, but also it has some very sophisticated calculators for optimum flight levels, optimum cost index, vertical, turbulence indications, you name it. It has so many different features, and then you have things like your documents, MEL item stuff, yeah, flight path optimizer, that sort of stuff. Yeah. Okay, Ali, thank you. I updated this afternoon. Was there another update in the last couple of minutes, or I can check again, Ali? Yeah, I'll check before reloading. Could be, Andre. It could be due to mountains as well. Yeah, the weather. I have no idea. It's not normal. That's not, what's happening normally. Yeah, I mean, sure, Dennis. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about if the developers want to make their add-on more realistic, then yeah, whatever add-ons they have or EFBs they have, it would be great. I mean, sure, if you have an external EFB maker, I mean, if it's compatible really to all add-ons, then fine, right? But I mean, what's the use of having an external EFB that's only working in one or two aircraft, right? Okay, 1956 update, Ali. Okay, thank you. Right, then I have to update definitely. Okay, so now we have some better data coming in with the mountains. Oh yeah, nice. That looks nice. It's starting to look better now. Bruno thinks standby EP will never happen in flight sims. It all has to be a generic maps. Nothing plane specific. Yeah. Good. Let's get some weather info. I think I did file Auckland for the Auckland airport. Check again. Yeah, we've got alternate Auckland. So we've got the fuel to return all the way back to Auckland if anything goes wrong. So what we'll do now is we're going to go have a look at the weather there. So first of all, There's no ATIS, no controlling. So 210 at 2, no cloud, good visibility, fantastic. Best weather to do a circling there. So we'll do the visual circling as briefed. Okay, it's going to be 1015. And for Auckland, all still good weather. A few 800, nothing major. So yeah, plan B, Auckland is fine. The last fuel check we've done showed that we have at least a ton or 1200 kilograms extra. So we potentially could do a second approach. And let's have a quick look here at our predictions. So here we've got 5.8 and min diversion is 4.6. So yeah, 1.2 tons extra. Let's say 1 ton extra. So definitely enough fuel. That's about 20 minutes extra fuel. Cool. So we've briefed the approach already. But what we could do is just get the charts out. So let's get rid of these. Jesus. So let's go. It's a shame. So, you know, I'm really trying to get back into explain more and more, and I like it a lot. You know, with certain add-ons, it can also look very nice. Flight feel is good, but I mean, it's hard to defend its, you know, its pros if you see this kind of thing happening. So I really hope they get to grips with that. Anyways, here we got the RMP Golf again. So again, minimum is going to be 4,100. So pre-select 1015 and then set bar row 4,100. There it is. Do a quick recall check here, make sure everything's still working fine. Looks good. And then for landing performance, we've got calculated here for landing performance. Let's have a look here, landing performance. Now for the circling, I'm not a big fan of a flat 40 for circling, so I'd rather do 30. I know we have a 3.3 degree downslope on the RP approach initially. But, yeah, we'll take 30. No wind. So we have 1015. Temperature is 12. Yeah, wind relief, no wind. And the landing weight currently we are weighing 66 tons, so let's put 66.7 or something. Actually, hang on, we're max landing weight, right? 665. We'll do speed brakes automatic, all brakes active, nothing wrong with the aircraft, anti-ice off. And so we have to max auto. I mean, the thing is with these calculations, there's always, you know, a good buffer included, but still, I mean, legally you have to take the one that allows you to get to stop in these conditions. So we've got to take max auto. It's going to leave some skid marks. Well, not really, but that's going to be some hard braking for sure. Cool. 149. That's still a pretty high approach speed. 149. For a 737? That's a lot. Actually, hang on. I did disregard. I made a. It's not 60, it's 65. So 65. So yeah, that's going to be a bit better. But still, we need still max auto. That is going to be cutting it too close. Well, the thing is, I mean, flaps 40. We're going to do a lot of level flight around that. Essentially, we can do a lot of level flight across that, you know, for the circling. And boy, I mean, flaps 40, 70, 80% power. And then even with flaps 40, I mean, you don't have much margin with autobrake 3. Hey, might be more. So again, I'd rather just go with. It's just one of those these days, right? You just gotta accept it. But I mean, still, I mean, if we touch down early, or you don't flare for too long, and we can see that the aircraft's slowing down really, really strongly, we are going to use reverse, absolutely. But then again, I mean, oh yeah, well, true with max auto. So normally, when you go calculate your landing performance, as you know, and you have an auto brake setting, the auto brake works with deceleration force. So if you add reverse thrust, it's a good thing per se because it'll reduce the stress on the brakes themselves. But the deceleration is still going to be the same. Hence, theoretically, the stop distance will be the same as long as you use a normal auto brake setting. Now, I'm not sure with max auto. I guess it's such a hard setting that I would assume that if you use reverse, it does benefit as well, right? Now, it's interesting. I can't change that. How? Okay. Is that because of the max auto? No. Why can't that change the? Now it gives me green because I selected it here for the calculations, but yeah, if I click that, it doesn't change. I would assume max auto means it literally means like it should, I guess, get close to RTO settings. I guess they just have to name it differently because it's not rejected takeoff, is it? It's just max braking. Only works in wet. Oh, you're right. Interesting. Okay, so I mean, so the thing is, so strictly speaking, yes, that's correct. Because in dry conditions, normally reverses are not being taken into account. But I mean, normally calculators allow you to select a reverser even on dry conditions, irrespectively. But the thing is, for wet runway, you have to include that. Because then, yes, if it's not available because of technical reasons, that's definitely an abnormal situation. Kind of weird. But look at that, wet runway, we can't even land on max auto. Even with the reverses both, right? So it's kind of weird. For how long would you have to cool the brakes? Depends. Depends. I mean, the thing is, the 737s don't have a brake fan, a brake cooling fan. So if you have the indications with temperatures, you've got charts, right? it'll tell you how much energy that the brake discs have taken on. And then if you have an indication, you will get some idea how long it will take. I mean, yeah, so definitely, I mean, for, let's say you actually had rain there, you would definitely have to go flap 40. Look at that. So flap 40 would allow you to land max auto, but still, I mean, the margin is so minimal. But again, I mean, it has some additionals for us normal line pilots, right? So I mean, but you know, we talk about legal stuff. So by legal calculation methods, even on dry runway, right? You cannot take auto brake 3. It just doesn't give you the available land distance. Yeah, now we're getting some better terrain textures, which is nice. Cool. Yeah. Okay, good. So otherwise, for the briefing, definitely worth noticing or mentioning is the terrain situation. We've got very high MSA, 11,400 feet MSA around 25 or 15 miles. So 15 miles, 25 miles around the airport is 11,400, and 10 miles around the airport, sorry, 15 miles around the airport is 10,000 feet. But still, I mean, you can see the high terrain there all around. So we definitely have to stick to the arrival routing, 1 mile accuracy down to the final approach fix, and then 0.3 nautical miles accuracy, unless it says something else here, which it doesn't. So that's something to consider. But at the moment, RMP required is 2, and we have actual 0.03. Perfectly fine, but we have to monitor that performance. Nate, no, honestly, well, I think I've watched 1 or 2 episodes of those, but I've not watched all of the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so MH359. The thing is that I'm still waiting for the next bigger update, which hopefully then adds more multi-core support, meaning better performance to come out. Nate, that's true. Good. Otherwise, I mean, landing distance, we just talked about this extensively. We don't have much margin. Although with auto brake max auto, we do actually have 300 meters, well, almost 400 meters now. So again, if I'm not flaring for too long, I can see the aircraft is slowing down, you know, tremendously fast. Then I kick out the auto brakes and just brake manually. We're gonna have to backtrack anyways, from what I know. Yeah, so after landing, the width of the runway. See if I can find the width somewhere. There we go. 45 meter width, so we can turn on the runway unless it says something else, which means we're not allowed to do it. I don't see any notes there. Oh, disregard. All aircraft code Charlie and above must use the turning nodes at runway 0523 threshold for turning. So we have to use these turn pads. We are a category Charlie aircraft. Right, so we'll do that. Taxi back, vacate Alpha 4 to the ramp. Cool. Ghost? I think if the aircraft isn't too heavy, you probably will be able to get it to stop. I mean, it says Charlie or higher. I mean, although it says the approach for category Delta aircraft is not available. Oops, sorry. I'm not even sure. Is it any? Does there any charts, any approaches for Delta aircraft? No. 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 So Delta aircraft not approved. I'm afraid so. But your approach will be only 144. Yeah, your approach is lower than mine then. It's crazy. Get rid of that. Circuit procedure. We'll take this one here. Alright, and then for the arrival, all set. So we're going to start dialing down the altitude. The first restriction is going to be 150. Yeah, that's true. That'll be fun to watch though. Now, one thing I could do as well, just for the sake of actually, it's quite high actually. So very often you see on the Boeing planes, it is worth looking at in the Econ Path Descent page, because very often you have a very low airspeed. So I remember that on the 787 you could have potentially something like 255 knots in the descent, and that's very unusual for heavy aircraft. So that's why we manually then change it to, let's say, 280 or something. Tomorrow will be a German live stream, just chatting live stream for the members and the Twitch subscribers. I am going to try to squeeze in a German live stream as well, yeah, in the near future. That's true as well, yeah, 240 below 10,000, yeah, default as well. Cool, the aircraft, we are VNAV, so it should start descend at the top descent automatically. So we'll see if that works. Cool. Nice. Right, looking forward to Queenstown. Good weather, reported. Still a bit cloudy up here, but later on it should be fine. Should be very scenic. The overlay is still working, right? It says minus 56 outside air temperature. And there we go. We got retard, VNAV path. Interesting, it didn't get boxed. I would have thought VNAV path gets boxed, or maybe I just didn't see it. Yeah, so one thing I think I've switched off is the trim sound, because I find that extremely annoying. So I've turned that off, which is kind of nice. Gokenaut, you've been flying the Zibo now for a while, and expect 12, or try something different. Any recommendations for heavier airplanes? Yeah, so the flight factor 777, in my opinion, is a great add-on. You know, so the 777 version 2. And then, if you're into it, the MD-11, sorry, not the MD-11, although there's an MD-11 as well, worth checking out. And then you've got the MD-80, you have some good old-fashioned FlyJSIM 737-200. Although I'm not sure, is that compatible yet? No, it's not, is it? The Dash 8 is very nice from a FlyJSIM, and that works. We tried it the other day. I think I've done something, because Bruno showed me the settings somewhere. Is it realism? Is it here? Audio? Yeah, there we go. Trim. That's what you mean, right? Trim. No, it's like trim wheel volume. That's what I've turned down as well. Yep. Oh, and yeah, sorry, yeah, here it is. Audio features, mute trim wheel. So you can mute it completely. That's what I've done. Pax applause on, very important. You need that for the ego. Absolutely. Yeah. Right, down we go. We're still doing good. 282 knots on path. Let's get data in here. Oh, it's interesting. It tells you the RMP value that's required if you switch on data. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Oh, that's really kind. Hey, Pilots Unite, thank you so much for the kind words. I'm glad you're enjoying it. We're trying to get it more frequently updated soon. And Senshai, our good friend here, is in the process of trying to get the software updated where it allows us to change some values, like, you know, change of runway track or whatever, change of the NADP2 or something. And then, yeah, it'll be a lot more current. And I also have more time now to update them. It's the newer FMS stuff. Okay. Well, that's pretty good then. So just like I said, RMP1 required. Until we get to the final. And the final descent, RMP 0.3. It's getting a bit bumpy now. 52 knots of wind. Ay, 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 ay. Now, weather radar, I don't know. Let's get to rain mode on here. So rain mode is much more necessary today. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Hot start challenge 650. I mean, I was thinking more like in the sense of, you know, Boeing or something. But you're right, yeah. I mean, no doubt. Hot Start Channel 650 is the most accurate, the most sophisticated add-on to have. Absolutely, yeah, I fully agree. Especially the shared flight feature there is brilliant. So yeah, so VNAV is doing it quite nicely. You can see we need 150 above there, then 10,000 above there. The thing is, we were allowed to dial in the lowest altitude on the arrival if we have the VNAV path active and we have the vertical situational display available. But here we don't have it, so that's what I'm going to do is I'm just to dial down the next lowest allowed flight level. So once we passed Pampu, the next one's going to be 10,000 above. So Atkil is going to be between 10 and 12. So let's move down the next 10,000. No, I've retired. No, I've like a week ago I retired officially. So I actually made a new command for that. I'm gonna have to switch back to my. I think Bing Maps was the last one I've had. I'm not too happy with the one that I've got. Mapbox, it's called. I'm trying to think of those. VSD. Hang on. Well, we don't have VSD in here, do we? I think the Max has it, right? Ah, nice. Cool. Yeah, it only shows the final ascent path. Okay, then at the moment. I mean, we could try and leave that in for now. It's not too bad. But it does clutter up the nav display a lot. Alright, so we're not going to bust the 15,000. So we're going to dial it to 10,000 now. 10,000 sets. Hey, you're excellent. Thank you much for that. Things, yeah. But there we go. That's nice to see. I mean, it gives you kind of visual cue here, right? Next restriction, 10,000 above, where you set your altitude bug. And then you can see the next one here as well, between 12 and 10. Still doing good. Transition should be about, was it 13,000 or something? Let's have a look. Yeah, 13,000. So coming down. Yeah, let me set now the altimeter. So it should be 1015. We'll check it one more time here. Let's see whether 8 is available. Let's get the METAR. Yeah, 1015. 230 at 7. So we're going to have a bit of tailwind in the end, it looks like. 13. But you still have a bit of buffer there with the auto brake max setting for landing. So if we take some tail, some now, yeah, it's alright. We can still do it with auto brake max. That means we can read a checklist. So descent checklist, pressurization, landing altitude 1200 feet set, recall was checked, check again, recall was checked, auto brake, max, landing data, VREF 149, minimum baro 4100 feet, approach briefing completed, approach checklist, altimeters 1015 set 3 times, so the approach checklist is done as well. So you can see the reason for the constraints, obviously, is the high terrain. So quite like this display as well. It's a nice visual, vertical representation there of the terrain as well. That's cool to see. And if you're wondering, these blue lines here, let's zoom in a bit. So these blue lines show you which terrain being shown is considered on your VSD. So at the moment there's no terrain, but if I zoom out a bit again, within that blue path, that's your terrain. Cool. Change the weather. 1,000 feet to go. So now we're going to maintain 10,000 until we're past Hatkill, next waypoint.
1,000 to go.
Yep. Today, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, actually. I like it, yeah. Yeah, good point, Thomas, yeah. I like that. And, you know, anything that helps you with orientation, it's definitely a good idea, right? Now, here you can only enter the airport identifier, or if you have, I mean, if it works, you could take that fix for the runway. But because we're doing a non-positional approach with a visual, we don't have a runway fix, so that means it's going to be a bit. We'll go down to 8.5 now. So we have vertical speed, MCP speed, slow down a bit, 8,500. And then you could put in like, I don't know, let's put 3 miles. Distance, ring. And at least at that point we know we should have that, well, it's mid of the field. So let's say we want to be about 700 feet at that point. Alright. So next limitation is 8.3 and then later 7.7. So let's put flaps to 1. Start get some speed brakes out and then go lever change. Now we can put in 8,300 for the next limit. And speed comes back slowly. Trying to get some energy out of the aircraft. Is that to rain? Just imagine flying here IRL. It must be so beautiful. Flaps 5.
Thousand to go.
Yeah. That's one too much. Flaps 5 there. Flaps 5 set. It's a shame we got a bit of an overcast layer above us. Hey Tamas, greetings. And Adio Lemoyne. Okay, let me try that. So runway 05. Let's see if that works here. Yeah, it looks good. Alright, that looks fine as well, yeah. So we're going to take a 3 mile there. And also, let's go down 7.7. 7.7. Retard MCP speed 7.7.
1,000 to go.
Okay. So then I'm going to take this one out because I don't want to get confused. Alright. Autopilot. So now we're going to maintain 7,700 until we get to Givak. Then we go down to Ikaba, which is going to be 6,300 for the final altitude. It's a bit slow there with the thrust. Come on. Come on. A little bit slow here, my friend. I don't know why the autothrust doesn't react the way it should. Yeah. Alright, anyways, let's go down 6,300. Vertical speed. We only flaps 5. Speed brig's in. That was a bit strange. Flaps going 10. See the airport in the distance.
Thousand to go.
That is so strange. What is going on? boost the thrust so slowly. Alt acquire 6,300. Next up, we're going to do the following. We're going to dial in the minimum 4,100. Try that with VNAV. Let's open speed intervention again. And lower the landing gear. Let's lower the landing gear. Speed brake in. So at VNAV path, flaps 15. So now the aircraft should nicely follow the path down. Let's arm the speed brakes. Starts just continuous. Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 84 Foxtrot is on the RP Golf for a visual circling runway 05 in Queenstown. This is weird. This is just, I'm going to go manual thrust here. Can't work with the auto thrust. It's just going well below the speeds all the time. Really strange. Flaps 25. So manual thrust. I know it looks a bit high at the moment, but again, we're flying towards these fixes here. So the next one is our missed approach point. We're going to be at 4,100. So I'm going to be already manual flight from this off. I'll take the flight path vector on. And then we're going to fly that published visual here. So 10,000 missed approach. Right, minimum. And we have runway terrain inside.
2,500.
Continue. Let's go flaps 30, final setting. +5 should be 154. Great, there's a lot of trim here. Oh, it's flaps 40, yeah. Flaps 30. Yeah. Alrighty. There's the runway. Here's our next fix. So there's no need really to dive down in any form, so let's read the landing checklist. Engine start switches continuous. Gears down 3 green, flaps 30 green light, and the speed brakes on green light. Landing checklist completed. So we're now going to turn over the field towards this valley, around this hill here. Kind of draw a figure 8 around the field here. I set the runway track just for good reference, 53 degrees. And again, it could just do a shallow descent. The important thing really is, now we've got a 3-mile ring around the runway threshold, which helps a little bit, of course. So can we see the runway? And right below us is the airport. Yeah, the only thing, like I said, the only thing I'm not happy with is the tiles, the ortho tiles of the downloads. I've seen better, so not terrible, but I have seen better. Right, make sure we keep clear of that. Also, I'm not sure what's happening with the water textures. I think so strange today. sure if it's my fault if I've set something wrong in the settings somewhere. Alrighty, so what I'm going to aim for is for the final here, around about 700 feet. So we slowly descending now. Get the trim right, get your power right, and then we start ascent. And Voyager. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, it's sometimes it's strange. I'm not changing anything. The settings. I don't know. Right, let's look at the yoke cam here. So you can see what I'm doing with the yoke. Always aware that if we increase the bank angle, it needs a bit more trim, elevator trim. Make sure you have a bit more power. We're trying to keep things nice and stable. Trying not to get above 1,000 feet per minute to raise percent, but we have to get down a bit more. So we're at the 3-mile ring. So again, once we are around the corner, we should be 1,000 feet. Still a bit high though. But the aircraft handles nicely, I have to say. So the hand flying is actually quite nice. 1,000. Let's check. So now I'm just trying to pick up the runway, which would really help if I saw the runway, but it's around the corner there. There it is. So careful now with the descent rate. We're going to be a bit low here. So I'm just correcting again. That's the runway. But we should be okay. Now, hopefully we're going to get, a bit low with the Parpies. I thought so. My instinct was right. So I'm going to correct now the path, get on the Parpies. Check assessment complete. There's one white already, so not too bad. And here we are on the path now. Let's get the pitch right. Pitch power. Wind is pretty much calm as expected.
500. 400. 3,200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brakes up. And max manual braking. I have no idea. The brake just didn't kick in there, so we've got to brake manual ourselves. I really expected a much faster deceleration to start. 80 knots. Whoops. Nobody saw that.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your carry-on item stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and attempt to turn on the seatbelt sign.
What? What happened? Nothing happened, guys. Wow, okay, so interesting to notice that on the Zibo.
Now that's how pros do it.
Just testing. So the thing is that it didn't apply any brakes really right after touchdown, and normally the auto brake max would kick in immediately right after touchdown. Level up 737 might be worth a try. I'm a bit disappointed, I have to say. There's so many things I just noticed on the approach itself. So systems that I would have thought they work quite nicely. Yeah, reverses. I don't know. But the auto brake max. So if you go max manual braking, I mean, it should stop. So, GG's. Queenstown traffic, New Zealand 84 Foxtrot, runway vacated. Let's check the brakes systems. Oh yeah, brakes are hot. 5.9. I don't know what the max would be, but so Ghost, good luck with the landing. I mean, where are you, Ghost? Where are you? Max is 9. Crazy. Yeah, so I don't know. I would have to do more testing, but that was a bit weird. The touchdown. So what normally happens with auto brake max is that the moment you touch down, so even before your nose skid touches down, the brakes should be slamming in instantly. There's no time delay with that setting. And even though I noticed that, I went manual brakes immediately after that. Still hardly as difficult to slow down. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but still, I mean, I have to say, compared to Microsoft, it is more realistic, right? Heavy aircraft, but dry runway, I don't know. But still, interesting experience. Interesting experience. I don't like running over the runway, but interesting experience. Right, here we go. Shut off the engines. That hasn't happened in a while for me on the Sims. Yeah, but yeah, so you can argue, yeah, you know, you've been a bit high on the final, yeah, but you've got your touchdown zone, and we talked about the landing performance, right? So if you look at the landing performance we worked out, right, it was 400 meters buffer, right? So I mean, that was definitely not there when we applied full brakes. Is that 777 as well? Okay, here we go. Yeah, send some of the shovels. Right, there we go, guys. Come on. He's going to probably use only half the runway with the 777. Oh, he's got to go. He's got to come down. He's got to come down. Oh, he's down. Right, let's see him stop now. Let's see how he does it. I forgot. Is he in Microsoft or is he in X-Plane? He's in Microsoft, right? Yeah. So one thing that is just so often Microsoft, the braking coefficient there are just nuts. I mean, you can stop an aircraft so quickly in Microsoft Flight Sim. So well done. He made it. Oh yeah. Before we go, Ghost, is anybody else inbound? Because I do want to try, and we'll do one more landing. Just for good practice. So hand flying was all right. So once the aircraft was trimmed, I liked it. You know, nice pure inputs, but the auto thrust, the fact that it can't maintain, you know, the commanded speed, that is somewhat disappointing. Did not expect that. Exactly. So yeah, good example, right? Stopping 320 in Lukla like, you know, on a dime. So that's exactly right. Bruno, let me know, please, the time with those thunderstorms. That was last night, right? We'll have a look at the brakes in a second. I think with the steel or carbon. We could check. Hang on, let me go with Toy Fly. There we go. And then we're going to go Lisbon. Let's try this. Let's have a look. Runway 02. Okay, so Bruno, which date was it exactly? So that was the 5th, right, in the morning? Or 6th in the morning? No, 5th in the morning. So like, yeah, 5th, right? Let me have a look. So we're going to use sim time, not real time. Hold on. So let's have a look. Yeah, that looks like. Hang on. Downloading weather. Yeah, that looks like the weather they had. Look, cumulonimbus, summer rain, and gust 26. Yeah, we don't have anything too crazy. Would obviously then be a bit too much. So let's have a look there. You should try the max. Which one? Ghost, try your best. Try your luck on the apron. But interesting, I have to say. I mean, you know, it's interesting when you come from Microsoft Flight Sim, and then you go and fly an X-plane, and then you're so used to the behavior from Microsoft Flight Sim, and then you suddenly think like, okay, wow, okay, so how come the aircraft's not really slowing down? No, I've not, Daniel. So I'm hearing more and more about the level up 737. Is it payware? I guess it is, right? Hey, Lewis. Yeah. So Bruno told me it was like a squall line going through. It's free. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've got to try it then. Yeah. A freighter 737? I've not heard anything about that. Soon. Right, let's see. So the key takeaway, though, is the following. The key takeaway is, in X-Plane 12, if it really says, like, you know, 1,300 meters stop margin, or it's 1,300 meters stop distance required, it really does need that. So you think level up are okay, but you have to have the best. You try more the 700 and 900. You think they feel better than the 800, okay? No, where's Cargo Pilot? Cargo Pilot, so again, send me a message, please, on Discord, and then I'll get to you tomorrow. Hope the traffic isn't too bad tomorrow, Cargo Pilot. Interesting, so level up is free as well. Crazy. So I'm wondering, with all these good add-ons, why they're all free. I mean, it's nice for us consumers, but still. Yep. So let's see. I guess you could do some testing with the braking distances to see how realistic they are. Yeah, it's great. So it's actually, that's why I do prefer X-Plane 12, you know, hand flying. So I talked about it with the Flight Factor 777, where they've programmed the fly-by-wire system so well that it feels so realistic.
Good night.
Hey, Ghost, good night.
Blackbox.
Oh, it's 3 a.m. for you. Oh, my God. Ghost, thanks for joining. Have a great, what's Friday's?
TUI fly.
Jesus Christ.
German.
What? Oh, it's got lightning. Now let's hope, hang on. Do you want to load previously autosave flight? No. Configuration. The question is... What's lightning? Aircraft presets. Alright. It doesn't have any... Manage preset, state preset... Turnaround. I've not saved anything though. Okay. Yeah, it's all right. Let me just quickly. Let's quickly do that. What's a flashlight is view flashlight. There we go. There we go. Let's do that. Then I want to have dome light dim. Then we can switch off that as well. Alright. So really quickly. Let's have a look back. So we have enough fuel in there. For the payload, we can put that in quite simply. So to payload total 12,000 kilograms, something like that. That looks about right. Cool. So let's have a quick look here. So what I want to do is just have a quick pattern here in Lisbon to see how the aircraft handles in that turbulence. Now, if I set IRS to quick. Let's do short. That's cool. That's all right. Let's do that. It's slightly like crazy. Line. Right. Let's do Lisbon. So wet runway should actually, if X-plane does simulate that, then it should do that nicely. Oops. With the braking distance requirements. There we go. Departure, arrival, departure. Let's have a quick look at the weather. Configuration. Just want to see the wind. So it's got 168.23 to 20. Wow. Okay. So the other runway would be a bit better for takeoff, I guess. So So we'll taxi down in a second. Yeah, I know. We'll taxi down and then turn around. Hey, German monster. Good evening.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin?
Alrighty,
Complimentary
so
drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much to
Good evening,
QB.
chat.
QB, nice to see you, and thank you so much for the 14 months. Good evening. How are you doing? I'm going to go with 4,000 feet. So alignment is finished as well, so we can start taxiing. That's fine. So I'm going to taxi down the other runway. Do a quick taxi down. I'll leave the auto brake off while we taxi. We should maybe put the chocks away. There we go. A takeoff, we'll do 44. That lightning, crazy. Times 5. Interesting enough, now it has the speeds as well, which is kind of interesting. CG is 24. 4.75. Hey Paul, and QB doing fine. Retirement is fine. I mean, the thing is, just today again I realized how busy I am. It sounds kind of weird, but been preparing stuff for tomorrow's just chatting live stream. And so yeah, then family matters as well, right? Lots of stuff to do. So I'm not bored at all. Yeah, absolutely. So it will be interesting to see how the aircraft behaves. Now let's have a look. 50 knots still. Slow it down. And going to take the standard speeds here. So 142. 142 set. Alright. And then we want to have TCAS on. Weather radar on, of course. Let's see if we get any echoes today. That was another thing last time. It was kind of weird that we didn't get any weather returns while we were below the clouds, even though there was clear rainfall. And then once we were kind of within the clouds or above the clouds, then we get these returns. Right, flaps coming 5. Let's turn around. So Bruno, is that realistic? With the lightning. The Zibo, it hand flies nicely. It's just a couple of things that I didn't like. For example, the auto thrust was really lagging and really slow to respond, which is kind of weird to see. So And it is on auto, Bruno, so that's what it should do. Looks alright. Trim 4.75. Just gonna jot through the checklist here. So that's done. Lights, strobe light. Let's go strobes on. Looks okay. Temperature is plus 20 degrees. No need for engine anti-ice. That is fine. Alrighty. Unless you guys see something. Lee, mach's gut. Good night. See you next time. Anti-collision light. Hang on. Anti-collision light is on. Yeah. Strobe lights on. Lights are on. Take the dome light off a little bit. Background lights on a bit. Oh, let's try. You're there? Oh yeah, you're right. Thank you. Not picked that up. Cool. Now again, the reflections. So the water reflection. Where is it? Yeah, and that bug, guys, it has to do with the speed brake lever. So once you are above a certain speed, that warning stops. It's a Zibo issue.
80 knots. V1, rotate. Positive rate.
It's not
400.
It's not much speed variation at the moment. It's just a lot of lightning. 21 knots.
1,000.
So we've got N1 with enough speed. Oh, now we're getting a bit of turbulence. There we go. That's one. And we have that camera, X-camera shaking effect, which is nice. Quite immersive. Ooh. Okay, now I can feel the turbulence for sure. Right, flaps coming up. Right, let's see if the autopilot handles it better than me. We'll go with I'm not gonna lie, this actually makes me feel somewhat at unease. Like you can see that the aircraft is battling the turbines. I can hear some wind noise as well.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
So this is what I mean with the auto thrust. Like, hang on, what's it doing now? So it's got FMC speed. It's commanding 250 knots. It's just not doing anything. Right, let me go speed intervention. Let's see if that works. Do it here.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
That's,
Bank angle. Bank angle.
it's really struggling.
Verehrte Damen und Herren, wir haben unsere Reiseflughöhe soeben erreicht. Alles verläuft nach Plan, das heißt, wir erwarten eine pünktliche Landung. Die Anschnallzeichen wurden ausgeschaltet, aber ich darf Sie dennoch darauf hinweisen, dass Sie verpflichtet sind, sich anzuschnallen, sobald Sie Ihren Platz eingenommen haben. Vielen Dank.
Yeah, sounds nice, calm and collected, right? It's got a weird, familiar voice. I don't know where I've heard the voice before, but Alles läuft nach Plan. Genau. All right, yeah, so in the cloud, so whenever you are in these cumulonimbus clouds, quite impressive. So definitely, and here you can see as well, the Zibo being a bit overpowered with that. Alright, so let's prepare the approach real quickly. We'll do an ILS approach, see our panels. So we've got the ILS 20, will be the transition, execute. Going downwind. We've got some echoes. That's what I meant on the ground. I mean, we did have a few kind of light green echoes. What's it doing now? VNAV path? Oh, come on. The autopilot is in.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
It's so sluggish.
1,000 to go.
It's I
Thousand to go.
Right, that's a quick chart look here. Let's go search. Charts. So yeah, upcut 4,000 and so inbound is 205. So 205. Exit. You would call 1215, yeah, I agree. So 4,000 return, that should be working fine. Alrighty, so the ILS is pre-selected, 10.3, although it still doesn't look right. Let's have a look here. Set the frequency manually, have 9.5. So let's set the ILS. 195. And the inbound course 205. Alright, so India Lima Bravo is not identified yet. That should be in a minute. I mean, it's something different, right? I mean, compared to Microsoft, you do get a different feeling in here. So when everything just, you know, you get lightning and things just, you know, are turbulent, it does you make you feel a bit more on edge. I'm not going to lie. But then again, I mean, in these conditions yesterday, aircraft were diverting, right? They were closing down airspaces and aircraft diverting. It was that bad yesterday. It was like a squall line for a couple 100 kilometers wide. Crazy. Alrighty. Let's go base. I'm not seeing the ILS ILS just yet. That's flaps 1. Oh, there's a nice echo now over the runway. Interesting. So again, I mean, look how slow it's responding to the commanded speed. It's flaps 5. I don't have an ILS frequency, but it's not showing top V. Let's go down 3,000. Oh, now we go. DME at least. There we go. Okay, we've got localize as well. Fantastic. I was just being a bit impatient as usual. Yeah, it does appear very late. Yeah, true. Okay, this will be interesting, right? So we're gonna land. The weight isn't that heavy, so 60 tons this time. I mean, I guess I was a bit stupid landing at 65 tons in Queenstown. I mean, made life a lot more difficult than necessary. But there we go, lessons learned for the next time. Here comes the approach mode. Light stop lock armed. Got the localizer, light stop indicating correctly. 40 knots of wind. So, and Bruno showed me the actual ATIS, and yeah, they had wind shear reports on that morning. And man, imagine flying here in Lisbon at night time in rain and turbulence and wind shear. That is scary. Okay, so we got Autobake 3 and at 60 tons. So what's it, 160 at 20 or something? Let's go up to 18 degrees, and we have 105. So if go flap 30 in those conditions, obviously runway's wet. Both well, I don't know, for some reason my
2500
button binding doesn't seem to work. So let me say not available. And the landing weight is 60 tons. So now it takes 2,100 meters roundabout. Let's stop so live. So 2,100 wet runway Autobake 3, and that's what we have selected. And we have available 3.5, so shouldn't be too bad. Flight slope. Let's go 4,000 on missed approach. Alright, let's try this. So we're going to go manual flight fairly early. So I'm going to go with auto thrust off. And let's go gear down. Flaps 15. Well, 30 hopefully this time. Now I'm going to add 10 knots at least to the approach speed. So let's go 152. And again, the same phenomena, right? As you get lower, below the rain level, layer, if you like, those radar echoes become either weak or completely disappear as well. Well, it's just very weak. Right, let's try this, shall we? Mango fly. West runway. Starts, still continues. We've got the gear down through green. We have flaps 30 green light, and we have the speed brakes on green lights. So let's see. No complaints with the flight feel of the Zibo. So now that I've got it trimmed, and I'm using a force feedback yoke, which helps quite a lot with the trim settings. So once you've got it nicely trimmed, it flies, hand flies nicely. There's no complaints there. So 30 knots of wind. I mean,
1,000.
What I like, I don't know, Bruno, how you see it, but the wipers. We'll see. We'll leave that. I think the wipers right now, they would do more harm than good. I find that quite distracting in the sim. So at least the the big speed variations are gone. Okay, I take that back. I'll take that back. That's checked. I need the wipers. Right. Okay. So now I don't know if it's a wind updraft or if it is actually kind of wind shear. Let's see. It's a different field. So you can't compare this to Microsoft Flight Sim. This is just it is a different
500, 400.
Look at that downdraft here. I really have to fight that.
300.
Yeah, what has become better is the speed variations aren't quite as drastic as they used to be.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Yeah, reversers don't activate either. That's a cool run. So I don't know why my reversers are not modeled here. But yeah, but okay, I like it. So initially, again, something I'm noticing is that speed variations aren't as bad. 80 knots. So, well, it wasn't that hard landing either, was it? So, honestly, not too bad. But yeah, the auto thrust, that's a big no-no for me. That is a bit annoying. All right, we jumped straight into it, although I have to restart the stream. So we're going to fly the Virgin Australia 777 real quickly. Going to hop into Brisbane. And I'm going to fly to Gold Coast. I need a beer after that one. Me too. Yeah, but okay. So, I mean, definitely we need to be careful regarding the... shall we use real world time? Should be early morning there, right? Let's have a look. Track real world time. Yeah. Should be a lovely, beautiful morning there. And then we're going to go to the gates. 777. There we go. You would rather restart X-Plane? Yeah, probably a good idea. Okay, guys, I'm going to restart the stream as well. Oh, and the update, yeah. Okay, so give me 5 minutes. I'll be back again in 5 minutes, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for the resubs. And see you here in a few. Yeah, a real quick restart. The update will not take long either. So see you in a bit.